Hello everyone, this is BJ's Customs coming at you with another video, and this time is my build for the Big Bot Bash, which is put on by Bill Making Stuff. And you build a robot and you use the hashtag Big Bot Bash, and what you do while building the robot is you go from this JunkBot generator that Bill created and use a D20 dice, and you get your different options for what you get to build depending on what you roll. So with that, these are the ones that I rolled here. So we got 9 for the body, which is Beanpole; head, which is 16 Bad Breath; arm, which is 17 Mismatched; hands are 11, which is Scorcher; and legs are Centipede; and flavor is Soft. So you have to build off of those different concepts, and these are some of my drawings that I came up with before I started. Not as good as Bill, but trying to get better, you know. But anyway, this thing came out pretty sweet, and I want to go over what I did here. So we'll move this, and here he is. Now I'm gonna call this guy Bug, but what I did here, try to keep him in the frame. So what I did here was I took a Nerf gun, cut it up. That's what this part here is on the body. And then to the bottom of that, I attached some spider legs from a dollar store spider, and put another set of legs on the back. So he has 6 legs on each side, which is there. So he's got basically 12 there. And then so how I made those was out of obviously attaching to the spider, and then I took some pen caps and then some other caps that I found and used those, and then the claws at the end are basically from the expansion foam cans from like Home Depot or a renovation store or whatever you want to call it. And I'm getting out of focus already. Probably saying a lot. Yeah, this is out of focus. Bear with me, I'm so sorry. Okay, so with that, after I did that, so we've got the body part, which is with Beanpole. So I made that with this center piece that's attached to the gun piece, and that is from a old play tent that my kids had, and I just stole that piece, so it's this piece here. And then I made the arms using armature wire, and then some other gribbly bits, and also some craft foam, some car model parts. And then for the hands, I've got the little tubes on the end, and I thought they looked like igniters, so that's kind of what I went with. So this gun here is like a flamethrower type thing, and I thought the premise of the story would be that the goop that's coming out of his mouth for the bad breath is flammable. So if he needed to or got spooked or something, he could take that and flame it up and cause some very bad destruction. But ultimately, he doesn't like to do that, and he's a nice robot, and he wants to stay within his niceness by staying soft, which is the ultimate flavor that I had. And then for the head, I made that out of a Hot Wheels car. Used some other parts for the eyes. So as you can see, he's got 8 small eyes on top and 2 there in the front. And just gave it some gribblies as well, and made the neck with some Nerf bullets and tubing, added different rivets and some fans there to cool it on the back, gave it an exhaust pipe, did a few wires coming out of certain places, and then for that mouth, to give him the bad breath look, what I did there was I took a pop can top, so the tab off of there, glued that in there with some clear glue. It was hot glue, and then I made basically this yucky, gunky stuff that looks like it would stink and smell, and it's kind of dripping down him on the front, dripping down into the base on the pile. So I figured that could be his liquid that is flammable, and he can basically flamethrow that if he needs to, or if he gets into a situation where he's got to get violent, but ultimately he does not want to be violent. And then for the base, I just made that with some wood, some craft foam, and I also put some fabric on it, and also used a little bit of sand as grit. And then I painted that up in a darker brown chestnut color, which is the same paint I did on the body of the robot. So with that, I did that color as the base color, almost like a black bomb, and then on top of that I did the teal, and then also did some metallics, gave it dry brush in certain places, and then I also did a kind of a gray wash to get in the cracks and crevices and recesses. But overall, this was a fun build. Definitely a lot bigger than the one I did last year, which I don't know if y'all saw that, but I didn't even realize last year that you were supposed to roll the dice, so I basically just built mine. So I don't know if it really even counts, but I had fun doing that last year. But this one is more in depth, definitely bigger. I probably should have gotten the little one out just to show size comparisons, but maybe I'll do that in a different video, or on my Instagram page or whatnot. But I definitely had fun with this Big Bot Bash, and I highly recommend that everybody try it when they can. In the future, I'm gonna try to get better where I'm doing video clips of me actually building the thing, which is one thing I really want to get into, but I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of good editing programs or whatever, which I do need to get to make that happen. But anyway, this was fun, and thanks for letting the community join in, Bill. I can't wait to see what you guys all do and everyone else does, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.